Hi, scholars. Today we're going to start book 3 of the Henry and Mudge series. This book is called In the Green. In the Green. I wonder what that means. I notice that Henry is outside with his big dog Mudge. And in this book, there are 3 chapters. 1, 2, 3. And the pages tell us, these numbers tell us which page each chapter begins on. This first story is called The Picnic, and it begins on page 7. So let's read The Picnic today. The Picnic. In the summer, Henry and his big dog Mudge liked to go on picnics. Henry packed the food. He packed jelly sandwiches and pears and ginger snaps for himself. Looks delicious. He packed dry dog food and popcorn for Mudge. They both drank water. Sounds like a nice treat for Mudge to have some popcorn. On Sunday, they went to a park for a picnic. Henry put all the food on a picnic table while Mudge chased some ants under a tree. Mudge was so big that his tail went whack every time he ran around the tree. Whack, 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 whack. Henry laughed at him. Soon they began eating. Henry chewed his jelly sandwich while he threw pieces of popcorn into Mudge's mouth. Mudge always liked dessert first on picnics. Henry has good aim. While they were eating, a yellow bee landed on Henry's pear. Henry didn't see the bee, and Henry picked up his pear. What do you think is going to happen? Ow! Henry cried. Mudge jumped. The bee flew away. Ow, ow, ow! Henry cried. He shook his hand again and again and again, but his hand hurt more and more and more. It hurt a lot. Tears came to Henry's eyes. His hand hurt so much, it had a puffy white circle on it. Henry just had to cry. He sat down beside Mudge and held on to his hurting hand, and he cried. Well, Mudge sniffed Henry's hair. And he sniffed Henry's hand. Mudge put his big nose in Henry's ear, but Henry kept crying. It must have really hurt a lot. Then Mudge licked Henry's face. He liked the taste. It was salty. So Mudge licked Henry's face again and again and again. Every tear that Henry cried, Mudge licked it away. Henry cried, Mudge licked, and the hand hurt. But in a while, the hand stopped hurting. Henry stopped crying, and Mudge stopped licking. Henry looked at Mudge and smiled. Henry picked up a ginger snap, like a cookie, and he took one bite, and he gave the rest to Mudge. Thanks, said Henry. And Mudge wagged his tail and waited for another cookie. That's the end of the story. The one for tomorrow is called The Bath. So I had a question for you, scholars. I wanted to ask you, what did Mudge do to make Henry feel better? Think back in the story when Henry's hand was hurting and he was crying. What did Mudge do to make him feel better? And then I want you to think about what is it that you do to help other people feel better. I look forward to hearing your answers.